What a sight it is on Sunday afternoon, Suncorp Stadium, Brisbane. The sun beaming down on this wonderful cauldron as St George Illawarra run out in a bid to save their season and take a step beyond week one of the finals. They led the Premiership for 14 weeks this year, won their first 6 games, won 12 of their first 15, but they bring just 3 wins from their last 9 games leading into the final series. Well, the spotlight is on so many of their experienced players. That one, James Graham, he will always lead from the front. He's attracted some attention this week as well. He was a bit prickly at a press conference at the latter stages of the week. I wonder if that was tactical. Maybe a leaf out of the Bennett book there, trying to take some pressure off of his teammates. Well, the spotlight shines on that man, Ben Hunt, doesn't it? He's featured in the finals 7 of 9 seasons at Brisbane, and he plays against his old club this afternoon. Jermaine Asako, what a season, 233 points in the regular season. The first Bronco to finish the season as the top point scorer in the competition. Darren Lockyer, our own Lockyer, scored 272 points back in 1998, and he got pipped, believe it or not, for the leading point scorer by Ivan Cleary. 284 points. See, you're a bit stiff to score 272, Andrew, and you get beat for leading point scorer.
Yeah. When was that?
98.
Wow. Must have some season that year, Ivan.
Just let me know when you're ready, mate.
And Andrew McCulloch returns after missing last week because of injury. His 236th game for Brisbane. He equals the great Petro Civoniceva in 10th place for most caps for this famous club. The Sharks await who will take them on next week, the Broncos or St George Illawarra. We're 80 minutes from finding out. Pardon me, the Rabbitohs. It's been a big weekend, and whoever wins goes through. We know the loser goes home. Some changes here again to Brisbane's starting lineup, with Joe Ofahengaue in at prop, lodged to the bench, and Friday now part of the 300 club. It might be his last game today, Sam. Oh, good shot there, Graham. Well, we predicted he'd lead from the front. It's taken him 40 seconds to demonstrate that. Away now through Anthony Milford. He had to rush a kick away. It's not a deep one. And Nene McDonald. Here's James Graham on Josh Maguire. The two enforcers in the pack colliding head on. The young Jordan Pereira in his 8th NRL match. Playing it over the halfway. Here goes Frizzell. Tyson Frizzell with a thunderous run. And he linked up with young Zach Lomax. Hunt speared a ball away. Widdop now for Duffy, in and away. Chance here. The Dragons might have opened the scoring. Has Pereira got it down in time? What a start.
Okay, I'm at tackle 5. I have a no try. Please confirm touchline and grounding.
Wow. He looked to have plenty of time to get this down. Foot inside the line, foot on the line.
Jordan Pereira's right foot touches the touchline. We have a decision.
It was nice lead-up work by the Dragons. Foot out.
Well, it was brilliant play.
It went to the right. Frizzell made it in.
It's a scrum.
And they moved the ball quickly.
That would have
Got
been
Duffy
fit.
at the back.
It's a scrum, boys.
Here it is.
Here we go.
Frizzell.
That wasn't the last.
You'll see that a lot today. Frizzell going at Milford. Comes out the other side. Drags the defence across. Then they move the ball quickly to the other side of the field. Create room, but unfortunately, a foot out. Would have been a great start for the Dragons.
Tyson Frizzell with the damaging run to make an early break. What can they get out of their forwards this afternoon, St George Illawarra?
Well, their back row has to be huge today. The Dragons, Frizzell and Tarek Sims. No Paul Vaughan. Jack DeVellin, he came out early in the warm-up, carrying an ankle injury. James Graham, he's on a mission.
Well, I can tell you about Jack DeBellin, Andrew, that in the captain's run yesterday, he didn't even bother putting his boots on to train. His foot's been in all sorts of trouble this week as young David Fafita loses it.
Well, he just made a huge tackle there, Jack DeBellin.
That was an opportunity there for the Broncos. If Fafita could have got that ball away. He had Roberts on his outside and no one in front of him. He had the ball dangling, and Jack DeBellin gets across and knocks it down.
Now Widdett away now for Hunt. And Frizzell versus Milford. Anthony Milford's going to know he's in a game of footy this afternoon. Early penalties, St George Illawarra. And Gareth Widdett has a chance for early points if he wants to take it.
I don't think they'll have any hesitation. He's walking across to the mark.
That was the same man, Hoppe.
What are you going to do, mate? Going to have a shot, Joey?
We'll take a break.
Okay.
Start it wrong.
Three games out because of injury, Gareth Widdett. And bangs one between the sticks. It's the Dragons 2-0. Nerve settler there for the Red V. Now earlier we brought you the NRL Women's Premiership game between Brisbane and the Dragons. A repeat of what we're seeing here. And the Broncos, they were too good. Oh, really impressive. 30 points to 4.
Entertaining footy. A lot of ball movement, really physical.
There is that kick pressure, Joey.
Revolution in rugby league with the women's game.
There is that kick pressure.
Yeah.
Really impressed with the skill level.
Did you enjoy that one, Gus?
I did. I saw a number of those girls go around earlier in the year and been following the women's sport both in rugby and rugby league, and a lot of very talented players on display in that game. But the Broncos were too strong. We saw them here last week in a warm-up game and they looked impressive, and they're a little bit too battle-hardened for the Dragons girls, but they'll live to fight another day.
Speaking of superstars, Rowan Sims sideline. What a beautiful day, Rowan.
It certainly is a beautiful afternoon, and since the Women's Premiership match this Saturday, the wind has also picked up down here at ground level. It's gusting it up to about 30 k's an hour from the northeast, so that should make things a little bit difficult for both fullbacks, but it is a beautiful 22 degrees.
I don't know if everybody at home picked that up, but the scream of the crowd when the ball was kicked at Ben Hunt. Oh.
Mistake here. It's been forced through some very ferocious defence. Now DeBellin's been knocked.
Knock on, mate. Come on.
Just hot.
Off Ngawi up in the firing line as well.
Yeah, well, I think
He staggered a little bit off Ngawi. He may have to leave the field. DeBellin goes in, bang, head clash, the pair of them. Off Ngawi, that might be his afternoon. When they fall like that, they don't usually let them come back, regardless of whether they pass their HIA.
See the way his head hit the ground? He was out.
Yeah.
He was out as soon as the contact, the way his head whiplashed and hit the ground when he was falling.
Well, the test is superfluous because I'll just have to take him off.
You guys want to know about the trainer?
Yeah, no, he's got to go.
Well, he has to go. The players have to be protected from himself. That's why these rules are in place.
Come on, Tiger, you got to go. Let's go.
He's all right.
Oh, you're kidding.
Arms over.
Well, that'll last 5 minutes, 3 minutes. The doctor will make him come off. I guarantee you the doctor will make him come off.
I think the doctor's already up.
It's out the same hole. Just wait. Yeah, come out the same tunnel.
Hang on, someone's talking to me now. Just wait.
Boys, let's let the ball get in before we start striking here.
Well, Matthew Lodge is up on the bench. Yeah, he's gone. Darren, right in front of you down there.
Yeah, the Broncos doctor, he's called him off straight away.
Now Roberts in the back of the scrum. Gets to the 20-metre line. Here's David Fafita, 18 years of age. 9 out. The Broncos on the surge and the crowd are up already. Here's Boyd giving it away to Kahu. He's got 8 games without scoring a try, Jordan. But he's got 3 in 4 games against St George Illawarra. For Milford. For Cody Nikarima. For David Fafita. He leaves with it behind. This bullocking young back rower. He's 6 metres out from the line. The Dragons' goal line defence being tested as Maguire goes to Lodge. He replaced offhand Gowie. He's tackled centre field. McCulloch floating. Milford, Grubbers to the in goal. Dufty there to cover. And he's not going to get back.
Good defence from the Dragons. And a few questions asked there by the Broncos, who jumped straight into their work.
Bit of argy-bargy.
A little bit of something in the in goal.
Dufty and Josh Maguire. Quick tip, Matt. Walk away. Yeah, nice kick by Milford.
Now the crowd have found their seats. Beautiful big Sunday crowd here in Brisbane. Beautiful day. Have a look at that crowd.
How good is it?
Stay here.
Home final. It's a big advantage, isn't it?
Could you imagine the state of origin on a Sunday afternoon?
Should be fast. Look at this for a kick.
What a kick.
Wow.
Oh, it's gone 60 on the fly, then bounced another 10. Here's Sam back at them. Most experienced finals player out there, Sam. His 25th finals appearance, and it could be his last ever game. Balls come free. Penalty.
Well, this young man, David Fafita, I've been watching him the last couple of months. Still only 18. We're looking for the next superstar of rugby league. This young man, the future he has in the game. It's frightening, the talent, the natural talent he's got.
Now the Broncos are going to have a shot here. We'll take a break. In front of me. The sharpshooter, Jermaine Asako, he's kicked 94 goals this year.
Well, it's a long-range attempt. I would have thought the Broncos would be keen to get down there and do some more attacking, but I suppose they want to use his man's abilities.
Oh, look at that.
Effortless.
2 apiece, down to Darren.
Yeah, he's so cool, Jermaine Asako, under pressure. Just on Gareth Widdop, when Fafita nearly broke through to score there in the previous set, he came up holding that right arm. That's his suspect shoulder. I think they'll keep going there.
Lockie, give some background on David Fafita.
Oh, he's just a raw talent that he's had big raps on him the last couple of years. But the Broncos are lucky to get him into the system, and he's a good kid with a good attitude. As long as he stays fit, he'll be here for a long time.
He doesn't turn 19 until February next year.
Sky's the limit. Frightening.
There's another 18-year-old out there this afternoon as well, Zach Lomax in the centres. St George Illawarra. Graham on Maguire. It's a tough effort by Jack DeBellin to be out there. Milford drives one down the ground. Dufty with the catch.
Yeah, well, there's an old saying, in your most important clash, you throw your last man in. It's sudden death here today. The loser leaves the country, and Jack DeBellin wants to be out there for his teammates. Don't look at me, mate.
They're deporting them.
Yep. Winner goes on, loser leaves the country.
Here's Graham now.
Good kick.
Now, whoa, it's going to roll too deep.
The idea was good.
Ruan spoke about the wind. That's where the wind's blowing behind the Dragons. It's Put a little bit too much on that one, but right idea there from Ben Hunt, trying to turn the Broncos around.
It's the Broncos' 26th final series in 31 years in the Premiership, and under Bennett have made the playoffs 22 times in 25 years. Of course, the master coach has won premierships with both of these clubs. Nicarima, he'll be testing this Dragons defence, and Milford. That's a deftly placed kick, and the weight on this one's very good. McDonald's got to race back to get it, and he'll stay in the field of play.
Terrific kick.
And this is Lomax, playing his third match. Now McDonald tries to take a run down a very narrow short side. And Jordan Pereira. Good run from him out to the 30-metre line. Play to McInnes, then to Graham. Now to Lee Sinamau. Fafita's got him. And Lodge comes in with Andrew McCulloch. Here's the final play. Here's Ben Hunt. Boyd across the ground. His 24th finals game this afternoon. Only won 4 of 14 games against St George Illawarra Dragons. Not a great record. And he taps it and takes off, but half of his team was in front of him.
Sorry, mate. Jermaine, it will be here, mate. My left.
It's one thing the Dragons don't want to be doing today is helping the Broncos out of trouble by conceding penalties.
Oh. Wonky old kick. Sorry, Gus.
Yeah, you've got to turn them around, but you've got to keep them down there. You just can't help them out of trouble by giving them cheap penalties like that.
Just wait, mate, wait.
Right there, go.
Tavita Pangai Jr. A little bit of doubt earlier in the week, but he's overcome that hamstring problem. Now Milford to the line, goes to Nicarima, fires it to Roberts. Good one-handed catch that end, the step and the explosive pace. Roberts dummying. Oh, that was very special there from Roberts. One-handed catch, didn't break stride. Nicarima away through Boyd. Now Milford inside ball, Thaiday, crunched by Armau.
Cameron.
It's 10 metres.
Retreat 10 off the right.
Gift wrap 2 points if Brisbane want them. Jermaine Asako walking in from the right wing.
You can have a shot, mate.
And they will take the shot. We'll take a break. The Broncos chasing their 4th straight win. Finish the season proper in fine fashion, and Jermaine Asako from right in front virtually to put them ahead. Amazing head-to-head record for Brisbane. They've won 12 of their last 14 games against the Dragons. Jack de Belin gritting the teeth to be out there for the Red V. (4-2) Broncos leading. You can get to the 2018 NRL Grand Final with Telstra Thanks. Post a photo on Instagram of you streaming the footy from an unexpected place with the hashtag footy when you need it, and you could win.
Could we enter?
No. No. It's an all ages competition. Here's Lodge now. Played in every game this year for the Broncos. McCulloch. Pangai Jr. Oh, he got a good shot there from Tarek Sims. He's up against his brother this afternoon, Tarek.
He went right.
Oh, Nicarima now. Straight through them. Fafita's on the inside. Roberts can't keep up if he draws and passes. Fafita's away, and he'll score here for Brisbane. Cody Nicarima. Too quick for them.
Yeah, nice show and go. Set up by a big charge by Pangai Jr. Really worrying signs for the St George Illawarra Dragons. On the Harvey Norman replay, just the show and go. Laffey gets up past the ball. DeBellin can't match it for speed. And then look at this young Tyro. Fafita runs away from the chasers. Lockie.
Yeah, Jack DeBellin, he's got that sore ankle and he just gets really passive here, and then Laffey goes up in front, which is a one-on-one duel. Nicarima was always going to win that. And what about the speed Fafita shows to outrun Pereira? Huge play early in this game. That's got the momentum squarely with the Broncos now.
Well, the reason that they create that opportunity is on the previous play, they dig a forward that runs into the edge forward and the edge defender for the Dragons. And what's got to happen is that the slower forward, DeBellin's got to come around to the blind side to fill in. Now, once DeBellin gets out of the middle of the field and sits down an edge, and he's opposite Nicarima, that's what the good halfback's looking for. So they burn up their edge defender with a runner. They drag a middle defender from the opposition, a slower defender, over to the left-hand side. And then you get your little halfback one-on-one with DeBellin. It was just a mismatch. Showed the ball straight through. Too much speed. That's not what the Dragons wanted at this stage.
But in front, Osako makes it 10-2.
Jordan. Time on.
David Fafita, the runaway teenager, gets the first try of the game. Cody Nicarima. Yeah, did the same thing last week against Manly too here on Sunday afternoon, just using his pace and setting up a break down that right-hand side.
Well, that's how they set it up. If they hit the point, they hit the ball up to the right point on the field and make one of the slower forwards adjust to come around to the short side. There's a turnover. That gives you halves one-on-one with a slower player. That's how you've got to move them out of position.
Now can St George Illawarra find something? Oh, good tackle on Sims. Roughed up to beat a Pangai. Here goes Frizzell. Strong run from Tyson. You'd expect nothing less. 13 out from the line. DeBellin goes to first receiver, finds Ben Hunt, who goes to Widdop. He bumps them off, gives it back to his halfback, who goes away to the English champion. Now to Dupty, who finds Lomax. Oh, good footwork from the young man. He's surrounded by Broncos jumpers, though. He's 3 out from the line. He plays it to McInnes, who goes to Graham, who went to Hunt. Flat, Sims over! The Dragons with the answer back.
You're good? Joey? Yes, mate. Beach.
Yeah, that was easy. That was easy. Stretched them to the left, an offload. They stretch back to the right. Then they come straight back to the left. It's the shift on shift. Here's McCulloch out of dummy half. Really good shot there by Tarek Sims. Oh. He creates the turnover and he ends up capitalising with the try. Good work here by Graham to find Hunt. Great for Hunt to find Tarek Sims. He just spins away from the smaller Nicarima and muscles his way into the in goal. Good try.
There's one for the brother, Ruan.
Yeah, it certainly was. A great finish there by Taz. But, you know, we spoke earlier about how Nicarima identified that DeBellin had jumped down the short side and he really created that mismatch. But Ben Hunt there, that was all his vision. He saw that he had Tarek Sims on Nikorima and there was only ever going to be one outcome that close to the line.
Well, Nikorima, he came in for no reason. He just got nervous and bit in too far. There's no need for him to come in. Watch Nikorima. He comes in 3 or 4 metres, which then isolates James Roberts on the outside. You talk about that shot footy, Gus, going one side to the other. When you come back, that's the hole to attack. The gap between Nikorima and James Roberts.
Widdop makes it a 2-point ball game.
Just side beach.
Jermaine, hang on.
Here he comes, Beach.
Stay behind. Kick.
Andrew, you said the Dragons' back rowers have to be good this afternoon. Tyson Frizzell's bruised them on the right. And Tarek Sims forces a turnover and then scores a try on the back of it.
Yeah, they need them two firing. We're in for a great game.
Oh, no.
Oh, well done, Matt.
Oh, that's one of the best.
Yeah, that's what the damage is being done by their back rowers. Getting to the middle. Frizzell's putting a dent down the Broncos' left side. Unfortunately, he takes his eyes off the ball. And they're opening the field to Tarek. He's a damaging runner of the ball, Tyson Frizzell.
Yeah, but those unforced errors are the ones that hurt, don't they? It's just kills whatever momentum you've had out of scoring the points. So his defence has got to back him up here. The defence has got to protect that error, defend that error, and get the ball back to the other end of the field. Big set of 6 here.
Boyd goes blind and then finds Jordan Kahu. Cameron McInnes teaming up with Lomax to make the tackle. And Corbin Sims is out there. DeBellin with Graham and arm out. That's the 10-metre line. They can't put him on the ground.
Markers up.
Corbin plays it. McCulloch sends it away. Milford plays the front man to Maguire. Tackled by Tarek Sims and Cameron McInnes. Matthew Lodge. DeBellin got him with a very good tackle there. And Frizzell helping out. Oh, Tarek Sims rushed up off the line and knocked it on trying to take an intercept.
Well, it was an all-or-nothing play. He could have easily just smashed the man that was going to get the ball. He was in really good position, but he reads that he's going to Maguire and goes for the intercept. It's just going to put more pressure on his teammates.
Could easily have caught that. Wally, sideline.
Yeah, the Broncos stocks have been cut by one player. Joe Waffahen-Gowie has been ruled out for the afternoon. Severe concussion.
Yeah, he was never going to play any further part. All right, just repeat what we said a minute ago. Big set of 6.
Ball in, out, short side.
Milford tries to skip on the outside of Laffey. Plays it to Jermaine Asako. And now David Fafita. DeBellin first up there with Duffy. And James Graham too. Couple out from the line penalty. They're going to ignore the 2. They're going to go for the 4. Oh, what about that? Sims has run over the top of Graham, who has been left. He's lying flat on his back, and
Corbin Sims.
The Brisbane players have come in to help. This is a real concern.
Yeah, Graham raced off the line here for the big hit. You can see Sims winding up. And I think Sims has just got his arms up in front there, and he's levelled the great Englishman. Bang, elbow right on the chin. Right on the chin. When you're tackling them big, stocky blokes like that and they get their bumpers up like that, Graham has run right into that. Right into that. Now that'll be the end of Graham's afternoon. He's screaming out, I'm all right. He wants to get up, but he's done.
I need a bobcat to get him off the field.
Yeah, he's done. It's all over for him.
Yeah, the time is in their back row, yeah.
Tackle one.
Yeah.
He was out completely.
So the Broncos lose Joel Pangawi. The Dragons have lost James Graham for an examination firstly, and then we'll find out whether he can come back. Jeremy Lattimore's gone on to replace him.
Use your foot. Time on, go.
So only one tackle gone. Milford's got it. Play shot. Here's Tavita Pangai. Oh! It was there for him. He couldn't stretch out enough. Dribbles along the ground. Nikarima wants to kick. And DeBellin will go back, retrieve the ball and dive back into the field of play.
And that was a rush of blood. A real rush of blood there.
Now Laffite played every match of the season, Tim. Jordan Pereira with it. They've got nowhere. St George Illawarra 4 gone, 12 out from their own line. Lisa Armel relieves some pressure, but this kick will come from very deep in the Dragons' half, and it's Hunt who whacks it downfield.
Yeah, but it's a good result.
This is Corey Oates' first touch of the game.
He's in a bit of doubt, as we said yesterday, with the calf problem, which has kept him off the training track at times this week. He's in rare form, Corey. 8 tries in 3 games, 4 last Sunday. Maguire tackled by Cameron McInnes and Jack DeBellin. Milford, he'll put a kick through here on the 4th tackle. He wants Oates to chase, but it's too deep.
The old coach looks nervous, doesn't he?
So this is what we know about next week's matchup. This one's confirmed. Sharks, Panthers from Allianz. Friday, we're with you from 7 p.m. No Wade Graham for Cronulla. Season over. And then we're waiting for confirmation of who South Sydney will play at ANZ on Saturday. The winner of this one. And the Dragons now through Jordan Pereira to get beyond their 20. For Lattimore. Well, if we're expecting St George Illawarra to turn up here and be overawed and rolled over by Brisbane at home after 27 minutes, it hasn't quite gone to that script, has it? Penalty here.
That's a big penalty.
Come 10!
They've had less than 40% of the ball here, the Dragons too, so right at the moment everything's going according to plan for them. Next score in this game is huge. For as long as it takes, Dragons have got to think we've got to be next to score. Doesn't matter if it takes another half an hour.
Lomax, 20 out from the Broncos line for Zell. Look at Tyson. Charges into them. He's stopped by Lodge. 10 metres out. Jack DeBellin comes up. Takes on the line himself. Nearly sneaks through Jack. He gets a very quick play the ball off. They're going to burrow over. St George Illawarra through Armel. They're going to be in front.
On the side of the ball.
I scored.
Great decision. Set up firstly by Tyson Frizzell again. He makes the dent, gets the quick play of the ball. Then on the back of that, it's a domino effect. Jack DeBellin gets over the advantage line. Here's Tyson Frizzell. Look at him squeeze in between defenders on the Harvey Norman replay. Gets down, plays it fast. DeBellin He gets over the advantage line. Then our Ma just goes over and scores under the black dot.
That's him, Armour.
You know what I mean.
It's the big thing, you know, if you can get any sort of run of possession at all, you're a chance of scoring against the Broncos. The battle is to get your share of possession. Ruan Sims.
Well, the Dragons have backed up the defence they had down the opposite end and turned that into points. It's been fantastic for them. As we spoke about, their back three, not their back three, their big three back rowers. They needed to step up, and that's exactly what they did. First Frizzell, then DeBellin, and then Armour spots the gap between the first two defenders and just makes them pay right underneath the black dot. Should be an easy 2.
It's a different game, finals footy.
No, that's
Stay back. Time on. Wait.
There's the try scorer. Elisa Armour doesn't score many. It's his second of the season. But I can't imagine he scored too many more important tries than that one. Oh, Corbin Sims came up with the footy, but it was via a strip, and the Dragons are going to be piggybacked out of their own red zone again.
Time off.
Well, he's heading to the Dragons next year, isn't he, Corbin?
He is.
Andrew wasn't.
He's rattling a few up. He's announcing his arrival. It was very close to play on. He's saying that Maguire fell off him, and then I had him one-on-one.
Hold! Wait, Andrew! Hold! Matt, come back. Move! Go, one.
You can see there. 14 sets against 8. St George Illawarra in front. Here's DeBellin. Injured or not, his value underlined by that rapid fire play the ball, which resulted in the Armour try. Up with a juggle. Now Widdop's got it. Cuts back into the centre of the field. Sees off Sims. Gives it to Frizzell. Frizzell straight. And hard as always. Maguire there to defend. So too McCulloch, the try scorer. Armour within 21 of the line when he plays it here. They'll come to the left. Gareth Widdop will roll one through. Oh, good hands, Jermaine Asako at full tilt, if you don't mind.
Well, just the confidence of that play emphasises his ability. He didn't think twice about waiting for a good bounce. He just got in and got it as quick as he could.
Well, he must be right, Corey Oates. Normally in this situation, you see Corey coming off the back fence. Didn't really spotted him. The calf injury?
Yeah.
Undoubtedly.
Yeah.
Well, he was supposedly being given a fitness test during the team warm-up, and he never missed a beat in the warm-up. He looked okay. He didn't look any different to what he normally does, but...
Oh, Laffey under siege from an Asako attempted strip, but he held the ball. Now Lattimore. Oh, he's upended. That's dangerous. And you can see Corbin Sims. His reaction is very much one of, oh no.
Just wait.
Thanks, mate. Sorry.
Papa, are you thinking penalty only? He's up. Just play the penalty.
Okay.
Time on.
Onside! Onside!
Here come the Dragons again. They've just got the Broncos a little rattled at the moment. It's not going the way the Broncos envisaged.
Derek Sims. His brother roughs him right up there. Away for Lattimore. Now it's for DeBellin, and that was a questionable ball from Hunt, who wrapped around the back of Lomax. Still alive here, Ben Hunt. Shot past Lattimore. He's chopped down by Lodge, but only just. Oh, where's this Dragons outfit been? Away for Dufty, floater, very high. McDonald leaps up, takes it, comes back to McInnes. And now Blake Lawrie, the 16. It's a Dragons team full of confidence at the moment. DeBellin, away for Ben Hunt. Can't promote the ball, but he can get it back eventually. McInnes will be tackled here on the last. Ben Hunt does the dummy half work, gives it away to win it there, and again Sims has got another one. The Dragons are firing at Suncorp.
The challenge for the ball is no.
If you get enough possession against the Broncos, you will score points.
I've got tackle 5. Can we just check that he doesn't knock it on when he takes the pass and doesn't contact the Broncos player? I've got to try.
Now they're wondering whether or not he has bobbled this a little bit into James Roberts, but he looks like he's got a good grip on it there.
Of the ball.
And he just runs into fresh air.
And grounds the ball in the in-goal area. We have a decision.
Good football by the Dragons. Good footy.
Isn't it good footy? Offloads, moving the ball. Is a decision.
Time on.
They're moving the ball off offloads, getting a few passes in, which is scattering the defence, and then on the back of that defence scattering, they're getting to the edge with some hard straight running with their back rowers. Ball whizzed all over the place on the Harvey Norman replay. And once they got their foot in the door, their halves took over, dummied the kick, Ben Hunt, played out the back, and then hard straight running by their strong back rowers.
Yeah, it's the key to playing the Broncos, though, Andrew. You've got to get your time in possession. If you don't get your time in possession, the Broncos just freewheel and the points can keep ticking. But they're not great without the ball.
Darren Lockyer.
Yeah, well, those young forwards, they're doing really well, but they do fatigue. As Gus points out, when they don't have the football, they fatigue. This run here, Lattimore, that's what you want when you've got a halfback drifting across the field. Someone punching a hole. And then as we roll onto the try, they just kept it alive here. And we roll onto the try. It comes from the Fafita being out wide, and here goes to Widdop.
Widdop with a lovely strike to make it 20-10. What a form turnaround from St George Illawarra. It is the biggest day on the Rugby League calendar. Sunday, September 30 at ANZ Stadium. Witness the first ever NRL Holden Women's Grand Final, and of course the big one, the NRL Telstra Premiership Grand Final. You can secure your seats at nrl.com/tickets.
Stay back, wait!
Going into a game, Gus, as a coach, do you prepare your halftime speeches? Do you preempt what you're going to tell?
Oh, look at this! No one was awake to the short kickoff, and Asako dribbles at 15 metres, collects the ball and wins a penalty for a second effort. Now they tap and take off through McCulloch. That is quick thinking by Jermaine Asako. And now St George Illawarra, who were expecting the ball to go long, have to defend their own line. Corbin Sims, 10 metres out. His brother got him again. Away to Milford, shows it on the inside, he's coughed the ball out. The Dragons have dodged the bullet.
He's on a mission today, Tarek. Flying out of the line to put a shot on Maguire. And then got back in the line and then lined up his brother with the short kick. Smart play.
Well, it's the first key of coming to this arena under these sorts of conditions in front of this big crowd, is that you cannot be intimidated by the occasion. You cannot be intimidated by your opposition. You've got to get your game on, and you've got to believe it's good enough. You've got to have a plan. The game's got to go through stages, and everything's just working nicely for the Dragons at the moment. And it's not the game the Broncos wanted, nor is it the one that they anticipated. So they're the ones that have got to have the attitude adjustment.
Paul McGregor's halftime speech, Gus. What's he saying to his team?
I told you so. I told you so.
Josh Royce!
Don't panic now because it's going our way. Don't look for anything different. I told you this would happen.
Here's Laffey. Is he playing Hoz tag?
He's got a towel in the back of his shorts. Case thinks it's funny.
You can't carry a towel around with you. So get rid of that.
Yeah, that get there.
Wait!
Oh, that's a mess.
He wanted to wipe his face.
Hope it's clean.
You see some funny things in the footage here, mate.
That's a funny one.
I think the biggest thing for the Dragons is just to reinforce that the stuff we're doing is doing exactly to them what we thought it would. Just keep it up.
He's ducked him. Here's Tim Laffey. They're back up to the 20-metre line. This is the last tackle. They'll be able to throw an attacking kick up if they want to. Widdop, he's going to run down the short side and try and stab it over the line. Oh, Jermaine Asarko's knocked it on. He was about to go over the touchline. Everything's running for St George Illawarra. Every single thing. Now Lattimore with an offload. Back to McInnes. Away for Blake Lowry. If they score another one here, look out. Centre of the field. Lowry. Oh, he's nearly there. And Lattimore, sorry, he's almost there. They're going to go over again. Tarrick's got a hat-trick.
Just a matter of possession. Just keep pounding away at them in the right areas. And the Dragons are doing it beautifully. They're doing it beautifully. Everything going according to plan. This play on tackle 5 from Widdop where he goes down a short side and they get Asako isolated. He passes it back infield straight back to the Dragons and Tarrick again. Get out of my way, brother.
Look at that. Big brother on little brother. Harvey Norman replay. What did he have for breakfast? Ruan. Can you fill us in?
Well, he either had Weet-Bix or Vegemite, or maybe he had both, because he has just been on a mission this afternoon, Tarek Sims. Again, identifying that space just off the ruck where the line wasn't moving, and he just ran it at pace. Great news for the Dragons. They've scored another 4-pointer. Not so great news. James Graham is gone for the afternoon.
Those pictures of the celebration.
Have a look at Paul McGregor. It's like the weight of the world's just been lifted off his shoulders. He wouldn't have cracked a smile in 6 weeks.
He may have spread the Vegemite.
Yeah.
Nice
on the
and thick.
Weet-Bix.
Nice and thick for Tarrick today. That's 3 tries. That face after he scored that try. His teammates watching the replay of that on the big screen.
There's a long way to go, but it's one of the things about painting the scenario for your team, you know, that an upset's on the cards here, is don't panic when it's going well. Don't panic when you lead by 16, 18 points. Don't think you've suddenly got to change or go conservative. Boom.
Yes.
26-10. Don't panic when you look at the scoreboard and it's running our way. Keep going.
This is the Dragons team that led the comp for 14 weeks. They have recaptured that form that had them as the raging hot Premiership favourites midway through the year.
I love that. It was a smart play by Tarrick, the way he got into the line, but he spun. So he used his brother's momentum to propel him over the line. Hit and spin at the line. Smart play.
Brisbane have won their last 10 matches against the Dragons here. 12 of the last 14 between the teams. The history books don't mean much at the moment. Final minute of the first half. Here's Tarrick Sims again. Is there a more damaging back rower in the game when he's on song? He has been inspired. And Widdop with a kick that finds the ground. Oh, Corey Oates has knocked it on. And the Dragons will rush to form a scrum with 30 seconds left in the half.
Absolutely.
Everyone is
Stop the game clock.
Everyone's up,
The low rolling ball to Corey Oates, who hasn't been involved today. He's obviously feeling as though he's not 100%. And he just lacks concentration at the last second there. And comes up with a fumble. Very lackadaisical. Now they'll get 2 or 3 plays here. What have we got? 30 seconds left on the clock.
I wonder what Widdop's thinking. He might think 1 point.
Yeah.
Have a couple of shots at him.
Yeah.
Leave with something here. This is a real bonus for the Dragons.
He's pointing him at the posts.
Get out. Lock on. Out. Come in.
Tarek might get 4 before half-time. Here's Widdop sending it out to Dufty. They've cut off his passage towards the line, but he'll dart back and use that footwork. He's tackled right in front of the post. Well, it's here for Widdop if he wants it. They go the other way. Jeremy Lattimore back to Jack DeBellin. Across the park he comes, gets an offload away. Laurie will dive on it. Penalty!
Matt Lodge and Corbin Sims.
This will mean an 18-point gap at half-time.
Perfect. Played it perfectly, the Dragons.
So Matt Lodge is early on this side. And
Well, on the other hand, Gus, what is...
Corbin's not square at marker and ends up making the tackle.
What does Wayne Bennett say at half-time?
Well, I don't need to be second-guessing Wayne Bennett. He's been through this plenty of times, but I found that sometimes you need to tell them what they need to hear rather than you want to say. There'll probably be a lot of things going through Wayne Bennett's head that he's not happy about, but is that exactly going to be getting the result that he wants when they come out of the dressing rooms at half-time? You need to tell them what they need to hear. Right at the moment, they look a bedraggled bunch sitting behind their try line. They're nonplussed. This is not the game they wanted. It's not the game they anticipated, and I don't think they've been warned that this was the type of game possible. Dragons have just pulled their pants down. Anyway, there's a long way to go. 40 minutes is a long time in finals football.
Well, who saw this coming? The Broncos, red-hot favourites here. Couldn't write a ticket for St George Illawarra. 28-10. They lead Brisbane at half-time at Suncorp. Ruan.
Yeah, down here with Tarek Sims Taz, 3 tries. It was a real war of attrition, but you came back at the back end.
Yeah, look, Roo, we've done it pretty much the whole year. We always sort of go through that period where we just hand them way too much ball, so we really need to, suffocate them without the ball. So, high completions for us and get the kicks on.
Absolutely. Good luck in the second 40.
Thanks, sis.
He's been brave, Jack DeBellin, carrying that foot ankle problem. He's been out there early before the rest of his team, in fact, warming up. Or staying warm is probably a more accurate description before the second half kicks off, and he's been a big part of what's happened on the scoreboard so far.
Well, let's just stress here that this is far from over. There's 40 long minutes to go. We will get a reaction from the Broncos, you can be assured. Whatever it is that Wayne Bennett says to them at halftime. He was in this position back in 2006. I think they were down 20-6 against the Bulldogs at halftime. And he gave a now famous halftime talk talking about true believers. They're the only ones that can get out of trouble in these situations. I don't know which team talk he's gone to at halftime, but there will be a reaction. Now it comes down to whether or not the Dragons truly believe themselves that this was possible. Very interesting 40 minutes coming up.
Jermaine Asako gets the clock underway. Well, this could be a very defining 40 minutes coming up. The loser bows out with so many question marks over the future of this Brisbane club. I wonder what a surprise result will do. Let's go to Darren Lockyer for a comment sideline.
As we just see a penalty there to St George, just going to help the Broncos cause. Just talking about that game that Gus was talking about against the Bulldogs in 06. We needed something early. It was about 10 minutes into the second half we scored a try, and that'll be the key for the Broncos. They need something early.
Already pressure for the home team to absorb as Laffey takes the tap kick restart. 3 tries for Tarek in the first 40. Corbin's up there to make the tackle. Here's DeBellin giving it away to Laurie. He's a tear away as well, this young man.
He looks nice and mad, doesn't he?
Junior Kangaroos representative, highly regarded. Here's Ben Hunt, sends it out to Widdop, now to Dufty. Stepping and weaving. Tackled by David Fafita. 12 metres out from the Broncos line. Here goes Jeremy Lattimore. It's been the Dragons' power men who have scored the points from close range. He comes for DeBellin, then he sends it out to Ben Hunt, who sends it on to Widdop. That's taken a hand of Kahu. It's a knock on.
Easy. Thanks, Corey.
Well, we saw something similar last night with Chad Townsend in this position.
Every week, mate.
Everyone is up, mate.
Every week.
They're ruling the ball's gone forward from Widdop.
They're ruling that it's knocked down by the Bronco. Kahu's got up. He's got a hand of this ball. Right there. So the Dragons will still be on the attack. Is that big Tarek out in the back line out there?
There he is.
He's right out there underneath the post outside Benny Hunt.
Vegemite on Weet-Bix. How many kids are going to have that tomorrow morning?
I might have it myself.
Jay was looking for a Vegemite sandwich at half-time. Here goes Ben Hunt now. Barely 3 minutes into the second half, and Brisbane defending, maybe for the game, maybe for their season. DeBellin's mowed down.
Let's go.
In the middle of the park, it comes to Laurie. Taken by Corbin Sims and Tavita Pangai Jr. McInnes away for Ben Hunt, out the back to Widdop. And now for Laffey. Fafita's got him around the legs. Laffey playing it. Hunt first receiver. Away for Widdop again. And a ball out now for young Lomax with wonderful footwork. Oh, it nearly opened up for him. He's over the line but won't be able to get the ball down.
Zach, that's tackle 4.
Oh.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, well,
We saw in the first half the footwork, the right foot step.
well, I don't know if the Broncos players were warned about his right foot step, but they know now.
He just had that ball just sizing Kahu up. That was great to watch.
Now Lattimore. A clatter between he and Josh Maguire as they came together. Ben Hunt. A kick now towards the goal line. Up they go. Tap back. Widdop now. Still the last tackle. Away for Dufty. He goes for the accelerator. Half volley Lomax. Dufty's got it back. McDonald comes back to the open side. He'll roll a kick in. And he wants it to pull up, and it won't.
Well, they've survived the first onslaught, the Broncos.
2 ref.
If they'd have conceded points there, it could have been deadly. But it's taken some juice out of them again.
Oh, loose carry, Asako. He barely clung onto it there.
Look at the Dragons, they're feverish here.
Corey Oates with a rare run this afternoon. Lodge has left it behind, gone back.
Oh, wow.
Oh, what a big call.
He just stone cold loses that.
Milford wants a 40-20. He hasn't hit it all that well, but it might be effective. It's going to roll towards the sideline. Oh, Pereira had to be good there, and he was. It wasn't the cleanest of strikes from Milford, but he nearly got the job done.
Here come the Broncos.
Laffey running back. Met by David Fafita. Now Blake Laurie. Oh, look at that for a run. And Jack DeBellin. 8 offloads, none for Brisbane. That's surprising. They hurry up on Ben Hunt. And he aims one down the middle of the field.
That's a great kick.
Boyd's got to go right back to the post to get it. And there's white and red across the park. Corey Oates can't escape the tackle of Zach Lomax. And now Kahu really hit hard by Lattimore. The belief, it's back in the Dragons team. Now Tavita Pangai Jr. can only pick up a handful of metres, 10 short of halfway. Anthony Milford playing short. Corbin Sims, they get him. DeBellin and Tarek Sims with the tackle. Here's the last. McCulloch goes to Milford. What can he manufacture? He needs to find something. Cody Nikorima spears the ball across for Tavita Pangai. He's in a wrestle with Nene. Now, still the last tackle. Tyson Brazil tried to grab it and went with an air swing, and look at that for a finish.
Nicarima tried to pass it to the pocket referee. And look at the reaction from the Dragons.
It's a hand over here.
Well, the Dragons shouldn't have tackled them because the Broncos were losing ground on every pass.
Gosh, Nicarima, he passes to the referee.
Referee said, I don't want it. I don't want it. Both sides are burning a lot of energy early in this second half. Only been going 6.5 minutes, but they've put a lot of energy into this first 6.5 minutes.
When you're ready, hold. Here he comes, Jody. Hold, go.
Who cracks first?
The Dragons have not won a finals game since they claimed the grand final in 2010. The first time they've been in finals action since 2015. Here's Ben Hunt. This would be sweet. Oh, he kicks it pretty much backwards. It found Nene McDonald. You reckon they're confident?
Well, he's not second-guessing himself. He just reacted then.
That was a great sign for Dragons fans. I'll talk about that a little later.
Frizzell within 11 metres of the line. The Dragons smell blood. Witter to the in goal. Witter chases. The ball bobbling around. Asako saves the day, but they're going to have to withstand another set of 6.
Doing it perfectly. Doing it really well.
This piece of play here, Dragons fans stand and applaud because he's an instinctive player, Ben Hunt. The last month or since Origin, there's no way in the world he would have kicked that ball. It shows he's back. The confidence is back with Ben Hunt, and then on the back of that, his partner in crime just turns the screws. But that's a great sign for Ben Hunt. Short drop out.
It's very high. Is it too long? Kahu, he takes the catch, but he's bundled over.
Brilliant play by young Zach Lomax. Watch this young kid, Zach Lomax. Let me tell you, he's a player of the future. Outstanding young prospect. Watch the patience here. Beautiful kick from Masako. Kahu, you'll let him take it. Now you just drag him down and put him over the touchline.
And as a defender, you can tackle in the air. Is that correct?
Yes.
That's right.
So people at home, it's not a penalty.
Would you think field goal shortly, Andrew?
Well, I would. Definitely.
I'm watching it, mate. Put it in.
Ben Hunt finds Dufty. Lafay scores!
Maybe not.
There's 4 of them.
This is incredible!
There's 4 of them. Tim Lafay benefits here from the speed of Matt Dufty, who threatens the defensive line. Broncos weren't ready for this today. They were not ready for this. Harvey Norman replay. Hunt, he gets Dufty on a sideways run. He's able to just interest Roberts enough so that Lafay can get that big right arm into his chest, coming inside out in defence. That's the key part to it. Put Lafay on the outside of Roberts. Now watch the big right arm fend. Bang, straight in his chest. Darren Lockyer.
Yeah, just echo that, Gus. Just the speed of Dufty. James Roberts just doesn't quite trust Nicarima's going to make the play because of Dufty's speed. And that's enough to get Lafay on the outside of Roberts. And because he's already heading towards the try line, he just can't stop his momentum. But they're believing the Dragons. It's going to be very hard to stop from here.
They're hard to stop. I've no doubt after Friday night.
Look at Paul McGregor. He looks like his head's about to explode. He's that happy.
It's a great game, rugby league at times.
I've no doubt South Sydney, they would have been budgeting to play the Broncos next week. I wonder what South Sydney coaching staff, and I wonder what the players are thinking watching this.
He's been perfect with the boot so far. Oh, good kick.
Wait for the clock. Wait. Wait here, fellas. I'll go there. Just wait.
Wait! Time on.
34-10. St George Illawarra. Incredible. Good shot. Armel tackled hard by Corbin Sims.
I don't think any team in the NRL, any coach in the NRL would have looked forward to coming here today to play the Broncos in this arena and really test yourself. And come here with a purpose and a plan. And
it's a different game up here in Suncorp, especially in day, because you can move the ball laterally really quickly and whiz the ball sideways. It's DeBellin again.
This has been one heck of an effort from Jack DeBellin.
he's down now. DeBellin's hurt. He's off.
He's gone. Oh,
yeah.
no.
Oh, it's gone. Okay. Well, he might have helped them through to the second week, but there'd be some doubts about whether he can continue on. Kurt Mann's come out there.
Well, how many have they got left? James Graham's gone. Now DeBellin's gone. Blake Laurie and Lattimore have been out there for a while. Luciano Leilua, we haven't seen him yet.
Penalty. Oh, no, hotel. Penalty now. Penalty now. Blake Laurie's all over him. Post held. Post held.
Laurie all over him.
Go. Keep going, 10.
They take the quick tap.
I've got control. I've got control.
Sam Fide. A loss will end his career. Now for Maguire. On the 30-metre line. McCulloch with the ball away now for Milford. Across the line he comes. Oh, it came off the back of a Dragons player. And it's still the third tackle. 14, Patrick Mago. First time we've seen him. Played it very quickly. McCulloch away for Nicarima, who goes out now for Boyd. Oh, Brisbane, that's the try they needed.
Yeah, it's not over yet. Don't go popping champagne bottles just yet if you're a Dragons fan, because they're going to get into some fatigue. They've got two players that can't come back. They're down to 15 men. Harvey Norman replay. Gareth Widdop, first time he's really been tested there, and Darius Boyd just gets him for speed and power here. Widdop can't hold on. Now, to make this comeback as big as it can be, they need to be going up in sixes. They need a Sacco to kick this.
They're really wide then defensively, defending full field in the Dragons. Was the speed of Nicarima. He got into the line and skipped across defenders. Darius Boyd, captain.
This will be a really exciting last 25 minutes.
I get the feeling they've got one. I think the second one, I think it'll come quick.
He's got to get it. He can't rush it. He's got to get it.
He hasn't got it. 20 points the margin. Darren Lockyer.
Now, Nicarima just did what Dufty did to him in the previous scrum play. Look, great pass out of dummy half. That gets Nicarima straight to the edge. Then he runs that overs line, which brings in Widdop. And then Darius Boyd, he loves that 3-on-2. The experience there. Just stays calm. Knows momentum will get in there. What can they do now?
Well, this is a big test for the Dragons, who've been really aggressive and creative all afternoon. Very aggressive, very creative. Now, if they suddenly go into protection mode, trying to protect these 20 points, that really brings the Broncos back in it. They've got to stay positive with what's got them this far. Here come the Broncos.
Here comes Slide 8. Tackled to ground by McInnes and Blake Laurie. Now Mago stands like a giant. Such a big body, Patrick Mago. Katoni Staggs now. 3 tackles gone. Away to Anthony Milford and Nicarima. Quick hands through Boyd and Roberts. Here's James Roberts. They've just got him before he was about to hit top gear. Oh, Brisbane, they're running. They're full of energy now. Boyd bumps away from them. He's on the 30, keeps it alive. It's with David Fafita. We're not done yet. This is do or die. Brisbane are going to throw everything at St George Illawarra. Milford with a juggle. Got it back. Nicarima, that's off a hand, knocked on. Lomax has knocked on the ball. The Broncos will get the footy back.
Well, it's an important touch from Lomax, but you can feel now the momentum has shifted. Look at the Dragons players. They've stopped talking. They're a little bit nonplussed.
What about when the Jet got the ball?
Yeah.
Not only the whole of Suncorp, I think the whole of Brisbane got to their feet. That looks so good.
Now the Dragons players, they've sunk back into their shell a little bit. They've got to keep the talk up. They've got to keep the positivity. This is far from over.
It's a scrum play. They get Corey Oates wide. Try to get Corey Oates here one-on-one with Gareth Widdop.
Here's Boyd. Here's Nicarima. Nicarima, he's through. Cody Nicarima, get up and go again. They've gone back to back. The Broncos are going to charge home.
Gareth Widdop has done his shoulder. Gareth Widdop is gone.
Yes, here's a support runner.
Gareth Widdop has popped that shoulder again.
Oh, no.
He's gone.
He's gone.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. How a game can change in the space of 2 minutes. In the space of 2 minutes, this game has been turned on its head. And now Gareth Widdop has gone. They're down to 14. They're down to 14, and they've had all their forwards out there for a long time. And the Broncos are raging.
Who comes out of the line here? Someone panics.
Well, they stopped talking. They stopped talking from the time they gave the scrum. You could see it. They just got isolated in their thoughts.
I think it's Laffey. Laffey gets up ahead. Oh, Widdop, you see him fall then. It's the speed of Nicarima again. But Laffey gets nervous, tries to solve the problem on his own on the Harvey Norman replay. Big kick this one.
Take your time. Time's of the essence, but hasten slowly.
The last one went left.
He's done it again.
So's this one.
You got to go up in sixes. Well, that's a sad sight. That's a really sad sight. A brave effort to get out here in the final and play. He obviously wasn't 100%. James Graham with his head down on the bench gives him some applause. But Gareth Widdop, you'll have to reach with his right arm. Watch this. Nicarima gets on his outside and he reaches with his right arm around the back. And it just pulls out of his grasp and the shoulder comes free. When you need the surgery, you need the surgery. You can only prop it up so long. His right arm just flails away in the breeze. They're brave, aren't they?
How much do the Dragons want this? They're down to one on the bench. They've just made their 6th interchange, so they've only got 2 remaining. And down to a 14-man rotation. They're going to have to tackle what they've never defended before.
Oh, you wouldn't think they could hold on.
Now, David Fafita has grimaced here.
Might have an injury, mate.
Oh, dear, it's an ankle.
Just slow him up. I think he's really hurt.
Yeah.
He's trying to get to his feet.
And Tarek's holding a sternum or a rib.
Sudden death football. It's crazy, isn't it? He's down. And this just might give the Dragons a breather. I think that's why he wanted to get up and play on. He knows his team's got the momentum. And he just doesn't want to put any oxygen back in the lungs of the Dragons. Let's have a look here. Yeah, just on the back of the ankle there. Bang. Always happens when players are pumping the legs looking for that extra metre. Tarek got up holding his ribs.
Well, the young 18-year-old is slowly making his way towards the sideline. Joe Offhand-Gowie, remember as well, is out of this game because of HIA. So the Broncos find themselves down to 15.
And Staggs is on the field, isn't he? Katoni Staggs. So where's he playing? In the centres?
Well, Nick.
Yes, he's on the left-hand side, inside of Corey Oates.
So that means Kahu is off, is he?
Kahu's there too.
Well, Corey,
he must be playing back row, Stags.
Yeah.
Doesn't this game show why the week off is so important in semi-final footy? Oh, like if you get on a roll, you have to play 4 of these games, end on end on end.
1,000,000%. There's 22 minutes to go here. This is an eternity for the Dragons.
Time on White. Go.
That little bit of oxygen will have done them good, I can tell you.
Milford now with a short pass to Kitoni Stags. Wrapped up by Luciano Leilua. He's the fresh legs out there for Paul McGregor. Only played 15 minutes against Newcastle last week, so he will be fresh. Milford's got it. Stabs it up into the air. He's asking the question of the back 3. Oh, good take, Matt Duffy. We got another one down. Penalty for Brisbane for an escort.
Well, have a look at the effort here by Jordan Kahu. He just absolutely throws everything he can at this ball. Have a look at this for commitment. Never takes his eye off the ball and just launches. That's incredible.
So which one of them's been pinged here, Gus?
Well, they've got the winger over here, but I can't see how that's a penalty to the Broncos in any way, shape or form.
Well, they've got the penalty and they've got the ball and they've got 5 metres to go to make it 3 tries on the hop. Darius Boyd playing out for Roberts. Roberts with a step. Laffey got him. And Kurt Mann's over on that side of the field as well. What an incredible game. What a weekend we've had. An appropriate finish here at Suncorp. Sam Thaiday. Milford. Oh, bad communication. The ball's been turned over clean and Kurt Mann's got it.
That was a great play. Tremendous play, but they just got it wrong. Milford got it all wrong.
Well, it was a try.
He just had to dig into the line.
Yeah.
Played too early.
Here's Luciano Leilua with a good run.
Here it is. A change the point of attack. He just has to dig into the line, into Tarek Sims. They score.
Played by McDonald. Well, you reckon Ben Hunt's under pressure now. Gareth Widdop gone with the shoulder again. This is his game to win for St George Illawarra. Now Armour with an excellent run. Taken by Mago. McInnes in the dummy half. It'll come to the number 7. He'll bang it down. Corey Oates. He knocked one on in the first half, not this time, and Hunt's down there to make the tackle.
Well, Ben Hunt asked him the question, didn't he? He bobbled one in the first half. Look at this.
Now for Roberts again. You heard the roar of the Suncorp crowd. They want to see Roberts in the clear. Now Tavita Pangai Jr. Ball in one hand. Dragons jumpers coming in. They crowd him. And they tackle him on his own 20-metre line. 3 plays down here for the Broncos. Friday, there's experience. Oh, Sam's lost the ball. It was a good run by Thaiday, but he forgot Rule 101.
Yeah, they rule loose carry, and that's a good call.
Now for Tyson Frizzell. 23 out. This is finals football at its absolute best right now. Tarek Sims. Away to Frizzell. Now to Hunt. Now to Leilua. Now to Dufty. Oh, the ball! It bounced in front of McDonald. If he got it to him, he was in.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear. That was meticulous right up until the last pass. And they had outnumbered them. He nearly had a free run to the line here. This little interchange.
Great decision there by Corey Oates. Beautiful soft hands from Leilua. Corey Oates saw the threat.
Long way down from up there when you didn't have McDonald.
Yeah, they needed that to hit the mark. What's the difference here? 16. 18 minutes to go. Plenty of time.
The crowd It's amazing. 47,296, and every single one of them are gripped in what we're seeing, urging the Broncos to come back. Although there's a good smattering of red and white here, as there always is with his famous club. Nikorima with a chip. Milford on the boot again. Dufty got it now. A counter-attack maybe. Dufty bumped away from Nikorima. Now Hunt with nowhere to go. He flung one over for Nene McDonald. He's nearly through here, Nene. Gets up to Brisbane's 40. We're going to see a bit more of that ad-lib stuff as the Broncos chase down this lead. Don't go anywhere. Leilua. Good run. Good offload. Here's McInnes. Cameron McInnes nearly got through. He's 9 out when he was pulled down.
He's dropped the ball.
He's knocked it on.
He has to.
For a moment, I thought that was Matt Dufty. I thought this would be try. And I saw the 9 on the back, and he just didn't have the speed to pull through. Beautiful play by Leilua. Let's have a look here.
Friday.
Yeah, Sam gets a punch on the ball and knocks it free. That's fair enough.
Trainer's still with Nene McDonald. It's just some running repairs. He might be knackered, Nene. He's covered some ground. They're all knackered. Why wouldn't they be?
Thanks, Josh. You right?
Well, it's a long time for these Dragons players to defend. They've got no troops to come from the sideline.
First Tyson. Sam, just let him in for us, mate. Off his foot. So yeah. Okay, just hang on, mate. Right, put it in.
Jermaine Asako. Less than 17 minutes left. A season will end this afternoon. The Dragons trying to cling on. Played by Mago. McCulloch for Maguire, for Milford, for Staggs. Good shot, good collision. Big impact. Now Milford, they wanted a kick there. Nikorima was shaping to put a run through. They go to Roberts in a 2-on-1. He draws and passes. Asako down the wing. Got the kick over the top. Dufty juggles. Gets it back. And now Lomax. Can Brisbane force a mistake? They'll be swarming. Here's Kurt Mann.
Good run. Good run. Took the hit himself.
Now for Tim Laffey. Gee, there's not much left in the tank for either team. Lattimore gets up to the 30. Tackle number 5. Where's Ben Hunt? Puts the right... Oh, what a kick by Hunt. What a sweet strike.
Could have been charged down too. Good line from the Dragons coming down.
Kahu with the return. Now Asako. Interesting, Kahu was back there to field that kick. Corey Oates wasn't going back. Here he is now, Corey. Carries to within 6 of the halfway line. Tackled by Leilua. Away for Nikorima. Going one out. Gets a pass away. Milford's there. They're the danger men. With the guile and the footwork and the skill. Nikorima passes away to Darius Boyd. He takes Tarek Sims for a ride. Friday for Cody Nikorima. Stabs one in. Wants Roberts to chase. Pereira. Oh, we want to hit the ground here, otherwise he'll be dragged back. Oh, he does well, Jordan Pereira. Great effort.
Good scramble there. And another really good run. We've just got to ride this out, the Dragons.
Kurt Mann. Another good run from Mann. He nearly splits them.
The Broncos are as tired as the Dragons.
Oh, McDonald. Brazil, what a catch at pace. Oh. This game is on a knife's edge. Ignore the scoreboard. One mistake could prove critical.
Come on, get here.
No chances for Ben Hunt.
Yep, just wear down the clock. Wear down the clock, get some oxygen in the lungs. Trainer for the Dragons out seeing another player over there.
So where Ben Hunt has to be screaming to his forwards, asking for big efforts in defence. One defensive set at a time. When they get the ball, get their outside backs to do all the toiling at a dummy half. And then get into that cycle. Kick the ball out. Talk to your forwards. One set at a time defensively.
The Sharks and the Panthers have never met in a finals game, and they meet on Friday at Allianz. We'll have coverage from 7 o'clock. That'll be a blockbuster, and we still don't know who will be taking on South Sydney next Saturday at ANZ.
Well, Rabbitohs fans are the only ones enjoying this. Oh, yeah.
Jeremy, come on, mate.
Everyone else is just on stress.
Well, they got whacked around a bit themselves on Friday night, didn't they?
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
Big mistake. Nikarima has put it down.
Doubles.
And the clock starts to become the enemy now for the Broncos. Under 13 minutes. 16 the difference. 18 points is possible. Just a stone cold drop, that one. That's what pressure will do. I'm just starting to feel that the Broncos have put so much into the opening part of this second half. They're feeling the fatigue as much as the Dragons. They too are down to 15 men. Dragons are down to 14 men. Number 16, Blake Lawrie, about to come back into the action. His last stint was good. Showed a lot of energy with him without the ball.
I'll tell you, we've got the biggest winger in rugby league history out here. Tyson Frizzell's on the wing.
Well, Tyson must be coming off. What number is on that card down there, Darren?
7. Yeah, mate, I'll do it with this.
Number 7.
All right, 7. So I'll have another one left after this. So you'd imagine Tyson Frizzell will get a 5-minute break and then he'll come back into the action and maybe replace Leilua. One of the younger brigade. Oh, he's been good, Leilua.
Yes, he's come off Frizzell. And out goes Blake Lawrie. Leeson Armau scored the try for St George Illawarra this afternoon. They're 7 metres out from the line. Played by Jeremy Lattimore. Away to Ben Hunt. Now to Blake Lawrie. One more try you think might be enough for the Dragons. Can they find it? They're under great duress. They've got nothing left in the tank. Armau tries with strength. He's denied by Fide. Last tackle. Ben Hunt, he's stationed behind the play of the ball. McInnes kicks through. Leilua scores. That might be it for the Red V.
What do you got?
This is a wonderful display of resilience. But the bunker needs to confirm.
I have a try. Please confirm onside and grounding.
Well, the dummy half kicked it. It'd be hard to be offside. And Leilua's been really good. He's onside, no problem.
Leilua is onside, going through to the grounding.
Just bustles his way through the line. Gets it down.
And he grounds the ball in the in goal. We have a decision.
He's a talented player, this lad.
Saw his brother earlier in the crowd. DJ, Joseph.
Well, that should do it for the Red V. Their fans are back on their feet over there in the corner. Harvey Norman replay. Nice little dummy half play. The worst results are line dropout, but they get the try, and that could seal it for them. What an extraordinary game of footy. Darren Lockyer.
Really smart play by McInnes. Do you see there Darius Boyd? He's in good position, but he was looking at Ben Hunt. He's thinking the ball, go back to Ben Hunt. I'll work my way across behind the Broncos players. You see here, he's just sort of getting himself ready for Ben Hunt to get the football, but he wasn't expecting that. And it's still not easy for Leilua to get the ball down there. Sometimes you can bobble those, but he does well. And I think that's put the fight out of the Broncos.
Yeah, they were just starting to fatigue. Their last few errors, the last couple of errors have been through fatigue. They made a really solid burst, missed both conversions, which just dulls your momentum a little. Now with 20 points of difference, Zach Lomax won't miss this. He's a sharpshooter, this kid. He's as good a goal kicker as I've seen for a young fella.
Yep.
Just wait. Wait, Andrew. Come on.
Short restart. Brisbane have got the ball back. We're inside the last 10. The Broncos season, it's more than teetering on the brink. If they can score right here, right now, there is some time for them, but they've got to find a try. Anthony Milford turning the ball back on the inside. Matthew Lodge is held with it now. That's the 20-metre line. It's hard to put into words the magnitude of this effort by the Dragons. Out now to Nikorima. The ball comes out in front of Roberts. Asako got it back to the Jet.
Surrender! Stand! Hold! Go forward.
Played by Roberts to Asako. Straight to the legs of Pangai Jr. and poor Sam Thaiday.
Not gone into St George.
Lost it.
And there it is. That's the last flickering of the flame. 47,296 with this semi-final. The old coach Wayne Bennett looks unmoved, but he'll be disappointed with that first half from his team. We just didn't see this coming. And they've done this a few times during the year. They're very good with the ball. They can, when they go through long periods of sustained possession, they can really tear sides apart. But they haven't been as strong on the other side of the ball in defence, and the Dragons just pulled their pants down early, set up a huge lead.
Do you think that game we saw last Sunday here against Manly did Brisbane any favours?
I don't think so, no. No, it's softened them. Manly were terrible and Brisbane scored a lot of points. But it's been the same for them all year, Matt. If you can keep the ball away from them and you can keep the referee out of the game, you'll score points.
First tackle kick. Hunt drives it down. It's over the sideline.
40-20.
Ben Hunt.
It's going to be in 20.
Oh, he'll enjoy that. Against his old club, he's been the subject of all manner of scrutiny and criticism, and his team are rolling towards week 2.
Yeah, they're running downhill now. They'll score again here.
Well, that's a gutsy play. To back himself there.
Inside his own 30.
Sensational.
They're the kicks that win finals. The kicks when your opposition don't expect it. They'll score again here, the Dragons.
Off his head.
Might be a penalty goal, but they'll score again.
Head. Leave his head alone. Thanks.
That's a score.
That's a score. Yeah. Throw Zach the ball.
Funny centre between Blake Laurie and Matt Lodge. If Blake Laurie can't get up, there's plenty to say that the young front rowers.
So, South Sydney Rabbitohs, you've got a date with the Dragons next Saturday night at ANZ Stadium. Now, St George Illawarra, have they ever played South Sydney in a semi-final? No, they haven't. They did under the old Dragons. 1984 was the last time that the Dragons played the Rabbitohs, but as St George Illawarra, they've never played the Rabbitohs in a semi-final. This is the first semi-final the Dragons have won since they won the Premiership in 2010. And this has been a terrific coaching and playing performance today by the Red V, and it shows again that once you get to September, it's a new competition. Nothing is taken for granted.
Well, Jack de Bellin, he's rejoined the bench down on the ground. He was in the sheds for a long time. He's got that, look at that foot iced up.
It even hurt to pick it up there, see, look.
And it must be that high ankle sprain. You can see a lot of the ice is above the ankle. What do they call that? Syndesmosis.
Well, he was getting a lot of massage during the game down the shin bone and tightening around the muscle area there, but he obviously got a bad knock to it.
He's got a big week ahead to try and get fit.
Bing, straight down the middle.
He gets good shape on the ball when he hits it.
Yeah.
Just does not move. Hits right through that ball.
If those posts were 2 foot wide, he'd have kicked that. It went straight over the black dot.
There's some of the players on the net. Ewan Aiken. He missed the last couple of weeks with a hamstring. I wonder how far he's off. Jacob Host sitting there.
What about Jason Nightingale? Is his last season too?
Well, he dislocated his elbow in
Stay back.
the last game at Rugby Jubilee, round 24, I think. Look out.
We might see Jason Nightingale yet before.
Oh, there's a high shot.
Finishes.
Once again, round 2 between Lodge and Blake Laurie. They might have some history before this game because they've gone at each other all day. They gave the penalty away before, and then off the kick-off, Matt Lodge just had eyes for Blake Laurie. Let's watch. This was over the top. This is the penalty before.
Oh, no. That's twice.
And he missed him.
That's twice.
That's the penalty.
Can you stay here for a moment? That's twice that you've gone high. I don't want to see it happen for the next 4.5 minutes. Time on.
So the score's 42-18. Now's not the time to be throwing your weight around.
Ooh. He's not scared of collision, is he, Blake Laurie?
Nah, he's a beauty.
He loves it.
Wait for the kick. Wait, go.
He's had a good year, Matt Lodge. He doesn't want to spoil it here by doing something silly. He's got to control his emotions. If I'm the coach, I nearly get him off.
He goes Lattimore. They give a little chance coming up here, the Dragons, given their form leading into the finals. Not only are they going to win, it's going to be their biggest ever win over the Broncos.
Take nothing for granted in September. Nothing. It's a new competition.
Here's Kurt Mann busting through. Mann drops it on the foot. Dufty chases. Nicarima covers and he'll get back to his feet. There's half a chance. Oh, Oates with a juggle. He's alive still, Corey. Down the sideline. They get him on the 40-metre line and it's his old teammate and he's dropped the ball.
So Friday night will be from Allianz Stadium in Sydney. Sharks will play against the Panthers. Here's Mann into the backfield. Couldn't find Dufty with the kick. Nicarima gets back there, always trying Nicarima. Love him as a player. Corey Oates juggles this and muscles his way downfield, but comes up with a bobble once the ball hits the ground.
How good has the opening week of the semi-finals been?
This has been.
How good
I can't remember a better opening week.
Well, Friday night I sat at home as a fan and just sat and watched those players go at each other. Had everything.
Get your head in. Come together. Doris.
It's a big advantage the fortnight break now. Melbourne and Roosters are in perfect position, although Roosters may well be without Latrell Mitchell for the preliminary final. He was charged today, a low-grade charge.
With the carryover, if they take the early plea, it's 165 points. If they fight it and lose,
well, it's 195.
So
if he had no carryover points, he wouldn't have missed a game. Would have been 90 points with an early plea, but previous indiscretions have now tipped that over the edge. I'd imagine they'll go and fight it to try and do something about it, but it's...
Blake Laurie.
Matt Lodge again.
12 out from the line. Can they find one more try for the road? The road to week 2. Leeson Armour. Stopped by a metre or so. Dragons fans, they will be over the moon. Expect the unexpected in finals footy. Well, what a bounce. Katoni Staggs now. Leilua, he's going to run him down. Leilua from the back. In fact, it's McDonald, sorry. I thought he was a bit quick to beat Leilua.
He was a bit. Here comes.
It looked like him, or he might be in the bin here.
No.
Joey, professional foul.
No.
What do you call him, Joey? See, I'm not the only one who gets it wrong, and it's not even Joey, it's Luciano, but he's in the bin, then McDonald.
Joey's like Lewis.
Joey's in the
He's
stand.
just fallen off his. He's fallen off his seat.
He's used to putting Joey in the sin bin, you see.
Oh, he's down there dancing.
Time on. Wait.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Hold.
So Sam Thaida's career is going to come to an end here. One of the most enduring careers we've seen. He's got a minute left on the clock. I think he'll be stunned. Oh, Tavita Pangai gets up and shoves Derek Sims. He says, look at the scoreboard.
He started that. Off you go.
They've been at each
Tarek
other all
started that in the
game.
back of his head. Tarek. But he's still like Tarzan. Time off. Hey, you need to go back to line. Go back to line.
I knew what was coming next.
Dear.
Built like Tarzan. Vegemite on weekends.
Milford's knocked it on. Ben Hunt.
Keep going, Tim.
Won't he revel in this result? They might get one more. The kick ahead. And Dufty's chasing it. The bounce sits up. The Dragons are steamrolling to week 2 of the finals.
Oh, what about that? What about that? What a way to put an exclamation point on a big victory. A big victory. One that very few people saw coming, but most importantly, the Dragons believed it. They came here with a plan, an attitude. They weren't to be intimidated. Their fans have turned up to support them, have been on their feet all day. Semi-final, Sharks versus Panthers. Friday night, Allianz Stadium. Saturday night, Rabbitohs versus the Dragons. Two big guns from Sydney. ANZ Stadium, Saturday night. So 4 Sydney teams on display.
Rabbitohs Dragons, 37 premierships between them. 46-18. Well, farewell to Sam Thaiday. Congratulations on a tremendous career for club, state and country.
Well, they've actually won the second half as well here, the Dragons. They started to teeter there when they had some players taken off injured, and the Broncos put a couple of quick ones back to back. Zach Lomax with no preparation just knocks it over the black dot.
He barely had a look at it. The Dragons, what an upset, what a win. 48-18, they're through to week 2. Here's 9 News.